Dr. Kathy, my question is, what can I do to not slow down the healing process? It's been a year and a half since the affair, and my nervous system is wrecked. My brain is constantly running, the thoughts, the pain, just utter disbelief that they did this. Oh yes, that is a really horrible way to feel. And so many of us who have been on this journey can absolutely relate to that. I'm really so sorry to hear this and so sorry that you're going through this. Okay. The thing for you to realize is you've been through a really big trauma, and this has absolutely rocked your nervous system, right? Your nervous system was very overwhelmed by this discovery, and it's still probably, struggling to try to make sense of what has happened to you. Please don't pressure yourself to feel better immediately or on a timeline. So many people want to know, how soon will I get better? And the truth is, that's a very individual answer. While there's some general timelines that tend to be true for a lot of people, it's not true for everybody because we all have individual factors that make our healing go faster or slower, right? If you've had a lot of trauma in your life, healing may be slower for you because you're dealing with a lot of old wounds that got reactivated. So be gentle and patient with yourself and do what you can to help yourself. So all of that said, here are some things that will help you go as quickly as you can. Just understand that it's not an absolutely predictable process. So it's going to take how long it takes, but you can do everything you can to make it go as quickly and as well as possible, right? Okay. So the first thing is take care of your nervous system. When you are getting triggered, when you are struggling with intrusive thoughts, when you are feeling really dysregulated and you're feeling like you want to cry or just shut down, then do something to take care of yourself. So that could be box breathing. That could be meditation. That could be going to take a nap. That could be putting ice on the back of your neck and really focus on, doing a breathing exercise at that point. So do something to try to regulate your nervous system whenever you find yourself feeling out of control or dysregulated, right? The second thing is exercise more. It really tends to help. If you can go outside and take a walk in nature every day, that's going to make a big difference for your healing. Also, I want you to prioritize getting enough sleep and getting good nutrition, right? It really makes a difference to give your brain and your body all the chemicals it needs to try to take good care of itself. So don't lean into drinking and doing some of the less healthy things. Instead, try to figure out, what do I need to optimize my health, right? Maybe I need to take a multivitamin. Maybe I need to take omega-3 fatty acids. Try to take some supplements that will help you feel your best. And then journaling. Journaling is also really helpful for getting all of the painful, haunting thoughts out of your head and onto the page so that you can try to rest. All right, the third thing, even though this is probably like the 13th thing, but we're going to call it the third thing, is make sure you're getting support. And I see in the comments that you're already starting to connect with someone else and giving each other a little support. I love that. Do more of that. So get support for yourself, right? It can come from friends. It could come from therapy. It could come from a support group. Make sure that you have somebody to talk to about how you're feeling and what you're going through so you don't feel so alone. The fourth thing is to try EMDR or some other trauma therapy. Depending on your story and how you found out about the affair, you could be profoundly traumatized. And when that happens, despite our best intentions and doing all these wonderful things to take care of ourselves, we just can't get unstuck. That's when trauma therapy is really helpful. So you could do a self-help book. I have a few linked in my bio, so you can click through and see one that resonates with you. You could find a trauma specialist in your area. You could find a therapist who specializes in EMDR. And the website that I recommend for finding a therapist who specializes in that is emdria.com. nickerson.org, and you can connect to someone there. And there are plenty of people who work virtually, so that could work for you. Also on my website, if you go to the search bar, you can type in DIY EMDR, and it's going to pull up this memory eraser exercise, and that can be very helpful to you too. So try that. And the final thing I would recommend for you is to be really intentional about creating new, good, positive memories and experiences with your partner. Sometimes we get stuck in reliving the past, and it's really helpful for us to keep reminding ourselves that we're in this present moment, in this new moment with our partner, and we're going to have a new good experience with our partner. So be intentional about trying to have fun with them and trying to go to a fun place with them and creating new good memories. That should help your brain feel a little bit less nervous around them, and you should start to have some more positive associations that can maybe counterbalance some of the fear and the negative associations. So give those things a try. Really talk to your partner about your hurt as you need to. Ask for the reassurance you need. And also, you might want to consider some medication if you've tried a bunch of these things and they're not really helping. Medication can take the edge off. It's not necessarily curative, but it can help you cope and feel a little bit better so that you can do more. So I hope that gives you some ideas. Big hugs to you. You can get through this. It's just a tricky process. And when you find yourself stuck and things aren't working, just try something new you haven't tried before, and odds are that'll help you break through. All right, big hugs.